Okay, there's two aspects to training your memory. One is implementing the knowledge into everyday life. So if you've learned the skills to remember names, then you can just use it in everyday life, remembering people's names. So you meet a Bob, picture them, bobbing up and down, all that sort of stuff. The other, as you've seen from my channel, if you've been watching, is memory training. Now, a lot of people don't necessarily think about the memory training side. They just think that, okay, I just have to learn a few memory skills and then I'll be on my way, right? But the problem there is that a lot of the skills you learn with the memory techniques, it's hard to apply, right? Remembering names is easy, but in reality, it's actually pretty hard because information comes at you really quick. Someone gives you their name, or maybe you're meeting 10 people, right, in a room. So it's really, really hard, right? Because you have to make those stories, and by the time you're making the story, maybe the fifth person's given their name, or maybe you're just not good at making the story and you've lost track of what the person said. So there's a lot of issues starting out with memory application, right? So what you need to be able to do is do the memory training. Right now, the memory training, what it does, it helps you to actually improve your memory. So not in terms of just using the technique, but your ability to encode information that comes and make something better from it. So what I mean by that is, let's say you memorize a bit of data, right? And I love drawing circles. That's a bit of data right there. Now, let's say you apply that skill, you may or may not remember it, right? What training does, it makes that circle a lot bigger. So now what you're doing is you're not just practicing encoding, right? You're practicing also your visual capabilities, you're practicing all your emotional stuff as well. You're practicing a lot of the principles, right, of memory. Principles of memory, which is like you're using your senses, using movement, using color, all that sort of stuff, right? So the more you train, right, the more you use all these elements and you combine them together, guess what? The circle is massive. See what I mean? And being a massive circle helps you to retain more information. Not only that, it helps you to become a lot faster. That's why memory athletes like myself, when we go into memory competitions, it's really just a competition of speed, right? Anyone can remember, but we're different because we can not only remember, but we can remember hundreds of items in minutes, right? The normal person, well, the average person can't do that without learning memory techniques and doing it for a while so they can keep improving this process. So hopefully, this is just a short video, but hopefully that's giving you an understanding why that don't just learn the application of memory. Don't just learn the techniques and be on your way. Learn how to train it, right? I've got videos specifically on how to train your memory, and there's more and more exercises you can do. So I'll keep getting those videos out. But I remember one guy emailed me, right? And he said, Tansel, I love these memory techniques. I use a memory palace and I use it to, memorize my whole MBA study. I'm like, you idiot. Why would you do that? There's better ways of using application, right? That was a wrong application of memory palace. You don't use a memory palace to learn everything for your studies. It's stupid. It's unproductive, right? Now you're probably thinking, but it's a great technique, all that. Yeah, it is. But there's better systems out there like mind mapping and just using visual encoding, speed reading. So there's so many skills, even just normal note taking beats trying to memorize something, because now you're really trying to engage in active listening and visualization rather than memorization. So take it with a grain of salt that, oh yeah, memory techniques is great. Learn the techniques, but then train it, right? No one complains about people going to the gym and exercising, right? Because they know it's good for you. That's the training, but everyday life is the application, right? You're going to lift a couch up. Oh, those weights came in handy, right? You've only got 10 seconds to run from where you are to the bus stop, and the bus is 10 seconds away, only 100 meters away. You probably will never make it. There's only a very small percentage of people that can, but you know what I mean. So don't just look at applications, do the memory training. I'll get more videos out there on how you can train your memory, but look into it. Any questions, feel free to message me and I'll help you out. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.